everybody, welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on our Apothecary Collector of Curiosities junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. We're live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay. Get you guys pulled up so I can see chat. It's not showing it. There it is. Hey Dawn, thanks for letting me know the volume is good. All right. So, we're working in this tonight. We are going to be doing a fun interactive element. You guys should like it. So let's see how many we got on here. We got a couple people on. Volume is good. Probably gonna pull the camera up top because I don't think I really need anything else. All right, so I'm just gonna pull the camera up top so we can get started because I think it'll take me a little bit of time to do this. All right, 1 second. Okay, that looks all right. So you all know I like interactive elements, so I wanted to do something. I don't know that I've done it before. I've done similar, but I don't think I've done exactly this type of a thing. So I tried it out the other day, and it worked, which is always a good sign. You never know. So these are some things I'm going to do at some point. I covered this with a tea bag. It's going to go in a pocket somewhere. And then this is a flip out that I've started. I have one done somewhere. I think it might be in the black and white journal. But I'll show you guys how I did that too. We'll see what we get to today. I'm going to work on the interactive and then we'll see if we have any time. If we do, then I'll do more. If not, then I won't. Just going to see if there's anything new otherwise. Not sure why I have that there. All right, so this is the one we're going to use today. Let's see. Put these guys up for now. So the page we are going to work on is these 2 pages. Okay, so I had this one in there, and I added this one of mine, which is a digital. I put it on 65-pound cardstock, and these will be attached together for the element that we are doing. You just need 2 pages that are ideally both cardstock. They don't have to be super heavy, but it does work better if they're a little bit heavy. So we're going to do one here and one there. So I think I'm going to start with that one because this one is a different direction. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, you need 2 pages, and I'm not sure if I want to leave it in the book or take it out. I think I'm going to take it out. So I'm going to pull this out, these 2 pages that I'm going to use. Put this back. I just got to mark where it goes so I don't lose my spot. So that goes back where the envelope is, which shouldn't be too hard to remember. So we're going to be working with this, and what we're doing is a little moving element. I'm going to need some heavier cardstock that's fairly heavy. This is the heaviest thing I have. This is the Abandoned. Well, maybe backdrops are probably equal to this, I would say. I think they're the same material. They don't say what they are, but I'm pretty sure they're, yeah, they feel the same. So this is from the Tim Holtz Abandoned and then the Tim Holtz Backdrops. Either of these would work. And I just need something that will kind of match this page. So I might use this one. If not, I might peek through here and see if there's a color that would work in here. I don't think there's a whole lot of black and white ones that go with this. The crack's not too bad. What's on the other side? I kind of like that. I don't know. I try to pick ones that I don't want to kill the other side because some of these are really cool. What's on the other side of that? Just a map. Maybe that. Possibly that, or possibly this. I'm trying to decide if it's... It almost feels thicker, but I don't think it is. I think it's just me thinking it is. Sometimes it's really hard to tell, and he doesn't give you the weights. So, I don't know. We'll use one of these. Either would probably work. None of them are going to match my ink exactly, but that's okay. So, you need an element to move. And we're going to use this sticker set I got from Dollar Tree. So, came across this the other day while I was there. And it has this set of stickers. And they are on a little foam piece, and they're wood. They're the thin wood. So they're nice and sturdy. I'm going to save that. But we're going to use this witch. And we're going to use this castle, or this haunted house. And we're going to use a bat. Debating on the ghost. I don't think I'm going to use the ghost. As I need one for the other one too, but I might use just something different. I do want to use the bat on one. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this bat so it can be drying. And we don't need this foam. So just peel it off. It'll just roll off. Okay, peel that off. We're just going to paint that real quick so it can be drying with some, it could be even gesso. It doesn't really matter, but I'll just use this folk art. And maybe just a sponge. Thing off of there. It's not going to take hardly any. Just teeny little bit. This is really huge. I'm just going to grab one of the littler ones. Okay. So I just want to make sure there's no glue on there. There's a little bit right there. Okay. Where's my pokey tool? There's no glue all over me. I'm just going to paint this little bat. And he can be just chilling until we're ready for him. He'll dry within a minute or two, honestly. I'm just doing both sides because it's easier. I don't think he'll stick even. Alright, I'll stick him over there somewhere. Alright. Glue off my fingers. Table's coming. Alright, so little Miss Witchy there is going to be flying through the air. And usually these foam things will just roll right off. If you have an issue, you can do something else, but I don't really need to paint the back. It won't show. It's going to be on the page, and the sides are actually pretty dark on this one. Oh, still have paint on my finger. So she's going to go here. Okay, and then I have another one for this side. Now they're in totally different places in the journal. What am I throwing on the floor? Try to get that spot of paint off because it will drive me crazy. I'll keep seeing it and it'll just make me a little bit nuts. So this one we just need to cover so that it has windows, because right now when we put it on here, you're going to see the trees through it, and we don't want to see the trees through it. We just want something that looks like, it could be windows, could be anything. But I have a little piece of scrap paper here somewhere that I had cut out. See if I can find it. I think it's this one. It doesn't really have to look like a window. We're just going to use this. I think it could be yellow if you wanted a yellow window, but I don't know. I saw this and it worked, and I was like, okay, I'll just use that. But you could do yellow. And I'm just going to trace it. You don't have to cut it out exactly. You only have to cut out enough to cover the windows. But I'm going to trace it because it'll just let me see where everything is. I don't need these points or anything. You could just trace your windows so you know where they are. I don't know if you could see. Let me see if I can see the line. I don't really want to see this line, and I might not line it up perfect. We'll try to line it up perfect. I'm going to go ahead and trace them out. These little ones I can't see, so I won't do that one, but I'll do this one. That way I know where to cut, hopefully. At least for the most part. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. So let me zoom in a little bit for y'all. Make sure I stay in camera, hopefully. Get some tape. I haven't been putting my tape down when I zoom. And then I keep forgetting that I am zoomed in. Does that look about right? It's close enough. All right. So we're just going to cut this out just enough so that we get the openings. So just inside, we're going to come up to this top where the little point is right there. I'm just going to cut the point off because we don't really need it. And there's no window there, so I don't need that piece. There's a window in the middle, so we'll keep that. And then there's a window on this one, but we don't need the pointy part. It's just an easier cutout if you don't include all that stuff that you don't need. So there's really no reason for it. Let's see if we're missing. I think I'm missing that hole right there. Okay. So I need that little hole. Is there a window up there? Yeah, there's a window up there, so we'll keep that part. Just cut that little section out. Let's cut this section a little bit better. I was kind of quick about that. All right, and that should fit behind. Let me make sure it just hides, so we don't need all of it. Got a little bit showing here and here. So we need to get rid of this and that. We don't even need that tall. Okay, that should be good. So just a piece to go behind because I don't want trees showing through the house. That doesn't make any sense. So we're going to stick this behind it. And we're just going to use some glue. It might be easier if I knew where to stick the glue, so we'll just do this side. Hey, Lori. So just a little bit of glue. This is going to be... Okay, did you not put your pen in there right? There it goes. This is going to be hidden, so it's not like it's going to show really. Just put glue. I'm probably getting glue where I don't need glue because I don't know where it's cut out, but that's okay. I just won't. I'm not sticking it. Well, I could stick it now. I wasn't going to stick it now, but I could. No, I'm not going to because it's easier if I do it later. So I'm just going to get this paper on here as best I can. Hopefully stay within my little lines. I've got a couple of those windows to go by. If I can line those up, I should be pretty good. Yep, there we go. Okay, so all that's doing is it's just filling in those windows so that you don't see what's behind it. Okay. So there's that. We'll set that aside for now. It's still got glue probably in places, so I don't want to stick it to nothing, hopefully. Yeah, that's not wet. It doesn't work if it's not wet. Okay, that's better. Okay. So, here's what we're doing. We're going to have her fly across the area there, and to do that, we need to cut a little notch. So you got to figure out where you want her to be, and I'm going to put her approximately here. She's going to be flying across the sky there. So I want my notch to be somewhere in there, and then I'm going to attach to her cape, is you got to have an area of her of whatever you're putting on there that's big enough to attach to, and I'm just going to use this little section right here to attach to. So she's going to kind of be like that and like that. So just draw yourself a line. Use chalk pencil or something. If I can find my chalk pencil. I need to dig out a new chalk pencil because the one I have is so short, I keep losing it. And I'm thinking it's not even in there right now. Well, it probably is. Alright, let's see if I can find it. Where are you hiding? Oh wow, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Huh. Okay. Yeah, it is not there. Okay. So that means I moved it. Oh, I see it. It's all the way on the other desk. There it is. Okay. So we think about here, and we're just going to draw a straight line. We'll say, let's see, we want her to stop before she gets to the inside. So we want her to stop about, we'll say here. And then we want her to start. Doesn't have to be a lot of movement. We'll say right here. So we're just going to draw a line. Ideally straight, but honestly it doesn't matter. She could be flying crooked across the sky. It's not a huge deal. But we'll try to make it straight. I need to zoom out a little. It seems a little bit close. Oh, just a fraction. Okay. So we don't want to cut through this. We just want to cut through this. So we're going to cut that line out. And I'm just going to throw this mat in between there. I could just move the other piece of paper, but I'm just going to throw that in between. have a ruler here somewhere. There it is. Now I want this to be slightly wide, so I'm just going to make 2 little cuts right next to each other. So basically on each side of that white line. Oh, come on, Kiva. He's just a crying. Can y'all hear him? So we're going to move it over just a teeny bit. Oh my goodness. And then we'll just cut that little piece out. So just a teeny little piece. Doesn't have to be very big. What are you doing? All right, I'm gonna let this silly cat in. Hold on. Okay. You're very annoying. I just left the door open. Hopefully nobody will be too noisy. All right, so we got our little line. I could go ahead and do that one too while I'm at it. So I'm going to put a ghost on this side. I'll show you how I made this little ghost. So honestly, really just the same spot. Kind of, sort of. So let's see. Approximately. So I think about here to here maybe. You don't want too much movement because that way it stays more stable. And plus you have to worry about how long your piece will be when it comes in, because you have to be able to stop here. So I don't know. There's mechanics about that. Don't ask me what they are because I've already forgot. I'll put this at approximately the same spot. Cut that out. Oh my gosh. Can you hear her? I might have to shut the door. I think she's in there playing Minecraft or something. I can't see where I stopped. Yeah, that wasn't it. Helps if you put your line all the way across and you can see where to stop. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shut the door. Okay, so a couple little notches. Then we'll erase those lines. Oh, that's not it. Don't need the little chalk line. Okay, and we need to make our little tab. So, like I said, I think I want to use maybe this. So it has to be long enough to go all the way in. I've only done this once, so bear with me because I got to think things through. So first we got to attach to this by making a little channel thing. So we're just going to cut a piece, and this piece doesn't particularly, you know, I might need both sides to be black. I don't know. I don't think it'll show. I don't think it showed. I'm trying to remember from the other one, and I'll fold this in half for the other part, but for attaching to her, I don't think it matters. So we'll just hope it doesn't. So I'm just going to cut a piece about, I don't know, we'll say, we'll do an inch is too big. We'll do about a ½ inch. Approximately. So, oh, there it is. Okay, so this is to attach to her, and it needs to be much smaller. So this is going to fold and attach to her cape. So about yay big. And ideally you want to use something that's strong enough, you know, that it will attach, but not be so strong that it's going to be bulky. So I like this material. It seems to be decent. If you have a better cardstock, that would work too. And I'm just going to fold this in half. Let's see if I can fold it in half. I don't know if I went wide enough. I might have went wide enough. I might not have. We'll see. We will see in a minute. Okay, so then this attaches to the back of her like so. So we'll have to cut it out around that spot so it doesn't show. And then it goes, okay, like so. And then it attaches to our pull tab. Okay. So we're going to attach it to her first. So you could use whatever glue you want. I think I'm just going to use art glitter. It should work fine. And then I'll trim it out. I might be able to trim it some first. Let me try. See if I can figure out where this is going to hit. Because it still shows just a little bit on the edge there. This isn't, it's not sharp enough. I can try, but it's not sharp enough. No, that'll never work. Okay, we're just gonna, so about there, and this looks like about here. I just want it to mostly be hidden. It could show a little bit, but ideally, I don't want it to show too much. So then I'm gonna attach, I'm debating if I want to color that. You know what? I'm just going to color it real quick. What can I color it with? I can color it with this. I don't know if it's going to show. I'm not 100% sure. But just in case. I know the part inside won't show. But I don't know about that back tab, if it'll show any. I don't think it will. So we're just going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a color. Just to camouflage it. There. If you have just a black piece, that's probably better, but I don't have one, so we're going with this. My black cardstock is thinner. It's not quite as hefty as this. So just throw some glue on there. I'm going to attach it to her cape, ideally in a spot where it doesn't show. And we're going to let that piece dry. So just make sure it's on there pretty good. Okay, so then you have this little like foldy thing. And the inside could be longer, but it's I don't think it's necessary, but it could be if you feel like you don't have enough material there. All right, so now we want our pull tab. So our pull tab attaches to this, and it goes inside this piece. Okay, so I'm going to double it up for that. Logically, that should be plenty long enough, so I don't have to waste this whole thing. I'm just debating on which side I want. I think I'll just use this side. So we're going to go with, we'll go with an inch. That'll give us a 1/2 inch of material to hold on to. If it feels like it's too big, I can always cut it down. Okay. So we're going to fold this in half. You could score it if you want. I'm not going to bother. Okay, fold this in half. And that should be strong enough. Let me see. I think so. I think it'll be fine. Okay, and then this is coming in that side. So you want the witch to be at this side. So that's going to attach like so, okay? But it's going to do it inside. So you got to put her through there first. Okay, put her through there. And then this attaches to that. And let me see if it matters which way it folds. I don't think it does. I don't know if one side's better than the other. Probably not. Although, you know what I might do? I might black out that before I do this. So, because the paper I'm using is brown. And I've got a little hole there. I am going to black that out. So all I'm going to do is just draw a line and then just ink it, just so it's not obvious. It could be any color that's dark. I have some scorched timber sitting here. We'll just use that. So we just want to camouflage that so you can't see it. Okay. And it won't matter. If you were using a black page, it wouldn't matter. But now it's more hidden. Okay, put a little witchy back in there. Flip her over. So figure out where this is going to attach. You're just going to glue it on there. And you can figure if you want it up or down. Like I said, I'm not sure that it really matters. I'm trying to see which way it is on her. I kind of want it the opposite way, I think. So it's going... I have to pull it out to see. The top one is up. So I think it's probably better if we put it up toward the top. I think it'll be a little bit stronger. I really don't know. I'm guessing. And we're going to attach that to that. Okay. So, and I lost it already. You need 6 hands. All right, Miss Witchy, get back in there. All right. I'm just going to try to hold it in place. It's got a fold to it, so it's a little bit tricky. Oh, come on, glue. I keep plugging it up because I don't close it first. Tab on there, and I'm just going to test it and make sure it moves properly. Hey Deborah. So that's going to fold like that. Like I said, it could go up or down. I don't know if it matters. We're going to stick it wherever and just make sure she moves just fine. We're sticking somewhere. We're hitting something. Where are we hitting? Let's go to the top. Are we hitting out the top? Oh, we're hitting her cape. I mean, that's enough movement. I could make the line a little bit bigger so we got more, but her broom is really close, so maybe I don't want it any further than that. I could go further this way if I wanted. So this is with it all the way in, so this has to be at least that long. Yeah. I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't need a ton of movement. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and once we decide, you know, it's working, we're going to glue this together. This is going to be our little pull tab. Don't glue it to your page. Just glue it together so it's strong. I suppose if it wasn't strong enough, you could throw something in between this that might make it stronger. Or another layer of cardboard. But I think it'll be fine. Let's fold that over. Hopefully I'm not gluing to my page. Yeah, that's okay. As long as my glue doesn't ooze, I'm fine. Okay. Okay. Making sure it's moving. It's tricky to hold in all my hands and move it right. Okay. Seems to be moving. So that's going to sandwich between there. Oh, she's trying to fall out. Why is she trying to fall out? Is it because I went that direction? I have to go this direction. It is. Okay, so I have to go down. Well, down makes her fall out too. How did I do it last time? Maybe I just didn't notice that it fell out. If I go up, well, maybe up is safer. I'm trying to figure out which way is better. Either way, it can come out. Interesting. What if I really don't know any way around that. I'm curious on my other one that I made if it did that and I just didn't notice it. Let me look. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like I said, I kind of just figured it out as I went, so I really don't know. Does this one come out too? No, it does not. What did you do different? What did I do different? It doesn't appear as though I did anything different. I think my hole might just be a tiny bit wider. So that one might be interesting because it's even wider. All right, we're just going to go with it. Maybe once I have it glued down, it won't be so wanting to come out. I'm hoping that that's the case. That's the problem when you make things up as you go. I can't think of anything I did different unless I added something across. I guess I could have added something across. I don't think it would interfere with anything if I added a piece across. And would that keep it from falling out of the hole? Maybe. Or would it just get in the way? This is just a piece of cardstock. Real quick, let's see if it makes a difference or not. Hopefully I can, I'm only going to put one teeny little bit of glue there. Just to kind of see. Like I said, this is what happens when you make stuff up. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out what works and what doesn't work. All right. So now, it does feel more stable. Okay, we're going to do that. All right, so just add another piece across. That way it'll just give it more stability. Just don't glue it to your page or nothing. I'm just going to add a little more glue because I was pretty stingy with the glue there. Make sure I'm not oozing. Okay, I don't think I'm oozing. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to add that. Don't know if it's necessary, but it seems to help. It doesn't really need to be quite that long, but I'll cut off a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. There. Let's do that. All right, so then we have to attach the page together. Not sure if I want to do the ghost first, or if I can do it with it. I should feasibly be able to do it. It shouldn't interfere. I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to glue this at the center here. Try to get it to where it's in the right spot. It's always tricky gluing two pages together that fold. I think that feels right. I'm going to glue just a little bit outside of the signature. Like that. And then here. Here, I'm not coming all the way down, I'm leaving myself a gap. That's a lot of gluing. I want it mostly secure everywhere else with just that little opening in there. Okay, I'm going to close it down. I hope we got the fold in the right spot. Squish it all in there. Okay. And then our witchy should move back and forth. Okay. That's how we do it. Now the glitter on these guys seems to fall off. I don't know why. You know, it's Dollar Tree stuff. I just use a marker wherever it falls off. As I noticed it was falling off. I'll show you what I mean. Can you see that little spot there? Right there. That's just where the glitter's coming loose. Because, you know, probably cheap glitter. So if that happens, if you happen to do the same thing, just throw some marker in there. Kind of camouflage where she's falling apart. Okay. So there she is. All right, now we got to put our little haunted house. And we'll work on this in a minute. I just want to give it a chance to kind of set up. I think that's enough movement. It doesn't have to have a ton of movement. So we want our tab to be right here. And we're going to use the bat. Where's my little bat? I painted him and stuck him somewhere. There he is. So I'm going to use this little bat. Now, this journal doesn't have a lot of outside room, so he probably will stick out a little bit. I don't really care. I think it'll be fine. It's not going to stick out a ton. But I'm just going to attach it to this because I think it looks interesting. And I'm just debating on how much material I need. So just push it as far in as it goes, which in this case is there. I'm half tempted to make that hole bigger. Oh no, does it matter? I'm overthinking it. It doesn't have to move a ton. I'm wanting her to fly completely across the page. Okay, let's not overthink it. So you want to push it all the way in so that you know where this needs to be. And I'm going to have his tail come into the page just a tiny bit right there. So let's cut that off. About yay. And glue him on there. Hopefully he'll hold. I'm going to use the gem tack don't know. I could probably use art glitter. We're going to use the gem tack. It takes a second more to dry up, but it does hold really well. And then I'll cut off anything that's sticking out, or I'll camouflage it somehow. I just want to make sure he's secure. I'll probably trim that little section there. I'm just going to cut that off. I don't want it showing a ton. As long as it is enough. I'm actually going to put, I think I'll put another piece right there. Ideally in the shape of a bat. I have another one, but that would be too thick, so I don't want to use another one. But I do have just the cardstock, and I can make one really quick that's close. We're not going to get crazy exact, but we will get close. Pencil. Do you think I can see this on here? Oh my gosh, I hate these foam thingies. So I'm just going to cut a piece to stick over that on that other side so it doesn't look weird. Can you see it? So our little bat, like I said, I'm not going to be super exact. I'm going to be close. As long as it kind of looks like a bat on the other side too. Luckily, bats aren't super difficult to cut. They're just a bunch of little curves. Okay, we got a bat. Let's see how well he fits. Do you think he fits? Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe close. Not terrible. Still got a little bit showing there. Should have cut it shorter, but I was guessing. Let's just make it black so I can't see it. Alright, we're just going to attach this to this side so that it's a similar look. I don't think I'll use, I'll use our glitter. And I don't have to, I could just leave the tab, but just don't glue his tail because that's going to stick over the page a little bit. Okay. If I wasn't worried about bulkiness, I'd just throw the other bat on there. But that's like a whole, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch thick. A little bit too thick. All right, there. So anywhere you got white cardstock or whatever showing, you can just kind of throw some marker. I think I got most of it. His little head is so much bigger on the other side. Okay. So that's going to be our pull tab. Okay. And the little tail just kind of fits into the page, just a fraction. It just kind of stops. The other side's not stopping right, but it doesn't really matter. I know I left his tail out, but it's not as, let me bend it a little bit. Maybe I can get it to stick out. There. All right, good enough. It will work. Okay, house. So I'll put a little house in here. You can put a door if you want, pencil or a marker, whatever. I'll use a marker. I'm just gonna make a line for the door. If I can draw a straight line, kind of, sort of. I'm just kind of making it look like a door. We'll put a little door handle on there. And if you want the windows, you can always do little crossbar windows to match the top ones, kind of, sort of. They can look kind of kooky because, you know, it's a haunted house. Okay, and I'll show you what I did up close. Okay, so I just drew little windows in there and a little door. Okay, that works, right? So now we're going to glue this down here. We'll just use our glitter. It's just hanging out amongst the trees. I only bought one of these when I went to Dollar Tree the first time. And I got home and I did the little project in the Regents book. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I like that a lot. And I was like, okay, let's go back to Dollar Tree real quick and see if they have them still. I lucked out. They had one. They literally had one left. I was like, oh my goodness. I almost didn't get another one to do this with. I'm not going to freak out about that glue. Oh, I could clean it. It's really oozing, but that means it'll stick well. We'll take a little bit of it off. All right, there. So let that adhere good. And there is our little interactive witch page. And it could have a moon or something, maybe. I don't know if I have one small enough. I might could cut one. I had some stickers. Let's see if any of them. I put a couple of ghosts on the other one, but I think I might put the ghosts on this one. There's a boo. I could put just a boo there. I could even put, I don't know if it would show. I could put trick or treat, but it might not. I don't know, the boo will show. They're very dark. I have a feeling that they won't show very well. These are rub-ons. They're not stickers. Let's see how dark they are on this paper. It might show. I think this is the only one I have too. I don't have another pack. I think I might want the ghosts on the other one. Let's just do the boo. Why not? Well, the boo makes sense for the ghost though, right? It really does. Oh, there's stars. Do you think I can rub those stars on? Yeah, sure. Sure, I can. Maybe. Maybe I can. We'll see. Sometimes these little rub-ons aren't great. I remember the other one I did. I had to really, really, really rub it. Let's see. nice show. All right, we'll do a few of these stars. Why not? We might as well use them. Just a couple. One there. There. I know I said a couple. What? I don't know what you mean. That's a couple, right? My daughter always teases me. She's like, Mom, that's not a couple. It's like 6. Okay. We'll rub those guys on. And we shall be good. What time is it? Not super late. Tweezers are smooth on one side, but the other side's a little bit sharp. Got a little bit of a edge. Not the best thing. I could grab my piece of wood, but they're strong, so like I said, these seem to take a lot of rubbing. There. She's got a few stars around her. Okie dokie. You see her? Let me make sure. There we go. So there's one interactive element. And we need our ghost. So same thing. We need a stick. We're going to have to use... I'm going to use this crackly one. I think that'll work. Well, you know, we'll use this part because I haven't cut into that one. Let's not cut into it if I don't have to. So we'll attach this wider area to him. I think he can go either direction because I made him out of those, he's out of the cupcake holder thingies. I just glued three or 4, I don't remember, together. I'm trying to find it. Here it is. Cupcake holder thingy with ghosts. Okay, I cut them out, glued like 3, I think it was 3 together, and painted them white. We're going to have them go this way because I think, does that make more sense, or this way? Maybe this way because it'll be all the way in when it's closed. And so we want them to go the opposite. Okay, scissors. Okay, I don't know where. Here. So we just need a small piece to attach to him, I think. Here. It's going to have to be very narrow this time. wherever I need to. Figure out where to attach it. I think if I do it kind of in the middle, that should work. Go just below his arms there. And then width-wise, to hide kind of, sort of. Got a little teeny bit showing right there. Oh, that's on the inside. Okay, there's nothing showing on him. It's fraction wide. Alright, so this is going to attach to him. Which way did I say? The other way? This way? This way. Right? I think that's right. Alright, so we'll attach this to him first. Somewhere that hopefully doesn't show too much. That seems decent. Let me see. I'm trying to, this showing that arm just a fraction. Okay. Still have that door open. She got quiet and I forgot. Alright. So he will go through here. And then we'll do the same thing we did last time. We'll just put that extra piece that seems to hold it in place good. So first we need to make our long tab thingy. Just use this piece. Everything out of my way so I cut it. I did like an inch last time, right? I think so. So about an inch first. And then we need a piece to attach to that. So, do I have a smaller piece somewhere? No. Alright, I'll just cut one. I'm just going to guesstimate. And we'll do this corner. We'll say about there. A little piece, kind of sort of get it square, maybe. All right, so that'll be our extra piece. So let's grab our ghost. He goes in there, and gets attached to our little pull tabby thingy, which that's too long, so we got to cut that to a 1/2 inch, approximately. Are you in focus? I think you're in focus. All right, and then we'll add this. So we got to think about where do I add this? Which part? Over here, right? Yeah. So it needs to be the longest part on this side. Make sure I got room to stick out. Yes. Okay. So this goes here. strong, and then we'll flatten it out. And then we're going to put a little cross thingy after we glue it together. Here, let me just test it. It should be fine, but we'll test it just to be sure. Okay. And we'll glue that so it's nice and strong. Try not to come too far out so I don't ooze. Okay, and then our little cross thingy goes this way. I gotta make sure it doesn't show when I pull it that way. I don't think it's too far, but just enough. All right, good. It might be too long because I gotta glue that area, so let's trim that off a little bit. It's too long because I think I'll glue it into the page otherwise. We don't need it quite that long. Right there. All right, that should be fine. All right. So glue our page down. So don't glue this section. We don't want any hindrances there. Leave that section open. But everything else is fine. Yeah, don't come too far up. Okay, that should be good. Close that down. Make sure it's folding properly. Not giving me any headaches. Pages never want to fold right. It's not too bad. All right. I think it'll be all right. So there's that. And there's our little ghosty. Ooh, spooky. All right. I'm trying to see if it's moving. I think it's okay. Something was moving, but I couldn't tell what. I don't think nothing came loose. All right, so ghosty's there. When he's all the way in, we need to put a little pull tabby there. So let's figure out a pull tab for ghost. Isn't it fun? It's just a little fun element. And since I don't have any more of those houses, I'm going to do something different with the other one. I do have another house. It's just a die cut house. And then I have these houses. These cupcake ones. So I can either use my die cut one or that one. I might use my die cut one because I do have a die cut one that's cute. Let's see. Pull tabby. I don't think I want to use that boo thing. There's a boo sticker, but I'm kind of like, I think it'll be too bulky. I don't think I want to go with that. So let's just go with some sort of other tab. We have, I mean, I could just use a plain, I could just keep it like this and use a little, circle or piece of lace or I don't know. Pretty much anything really. Let's see. I didn't think that part through yet, so what can I put on there? I might have some sort of a snippet or something. Let's see. potion bottle stickers, ideology, ephemera, bats, owls, butterflies. We know there's no bats left, so. Where are the snippets? There's some Halloween words and numbers. I wonder if there's one small enough. That could be fun. Let's see. Is there a small enough one? Bewitched 31. Like I said, it's going to stick out a little bit, but I don't care if it sticks out a little. Because like my journal is, it's just not that wide. But I don't care if some things stick out just a tiny bit. I think I'll just use this little 31. That'd be fun. Do I have two? Probably not. I don't have one for the other side, do I? Oh, I do. Same size? Ooh. Nice. Like it when it works out. Okay, so we're going to cut that off where we don't need it, which is approximately, I might do here, but then I'm going to curve that edge. To get a little more out of it. Just going to curve it just a little bit. Okay. And then stick this. Try to get it to where that comes over the page just a tiny bit when it comes in. All right, I think right there. Okay, flip it over. Same thing with this one. So we're going to do the outside of that too. But I'm not gluing this side because that way it can come over the page a little. Hopefully. Depends if it decides to sandwich right. It may or it may not. The goal is that it does. I think it'll work. I'm just trying to get it to come as far in as I can get it to come in, ideally. I am totally not centered. Oh, maybe it's bigger. It is. It's a fraction bigger, but that's okay. We'll just ink it. It'll be fine. I need my black ink. Well, I could just use a marker. Nah, I'll ink it. Archival. Let's use this archival. Just because my archival's darker. That's hickory. It's black set. I don't know why I got that one in there. Okay. Just camouflage that. That it's a little bit off in size. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Can get my pen back in. Alright, so let's grab our die cut for our house on this one. How's my page? Yeah, okay. It's fine. So here's my little die cut. This die cut I got from scrapbook.com, I believe last year. So let's see, we have this. Do I have yellow? Did you seriously not cut any yellow out? What were you thinking? Where does this go? That? like that. So this piece should be yellow or something. Ideally yellow. All right, well, worst comes to worst, we just do it. So we need this. There's even some little fences in here. Where are my tweezers? Teeny tiny little fences. There's a little weather vane. Don't really need them for this particular picture, but I am going to cut a yellow though, because I may not have had yellow. I suppose that's a possibility, but let's see what we can do. I think I have maybe an orange. I don't know. I don't think I cut any out, but let me look. All right, haunted house. Haunted house die set. Where are you hiding? You're not there. Are you in? Maybe. Sorry about all the moving around. I'll find it sooner or later. Alright, haunted house dice. This is, it's just their brand, I think, scrapbook.com. Oh, I did have a orange or something. It's kind of neonish. It's very bright. What do we have cut out already? I have a gray one with some orange behind it. That's what I did. I got a gray one with some orange behind it. It's orange, black, and gray. It's kind of cool. I guess we could just use that one, since it's already stuck together with all its little layers. And I don't have to cut it out. But if y'all want to find that, it's on scrapbook.com. Does it have a number? I don't see a number. It's probably just called Haunted House. I might have a number. It says SBC Shapes 41. SBC Shapes 41. I'm not sure if that's the number or not. Maybe. Maybe not. I feel like, I think I got it for like $12. Now, whether that was on sale or not, I do not know. But we're going to use it because it keeps with the same kind of idea. And I think it works. Okay. But you could also use, if you didn't have that die, you could go grab yourself some of these little cupcakes and cut out one. And give it a little backing of a different color. Whatever. We're going to throw this one on there. And I might put some rub-on of those ghosts. Let's see if I can get this little teeny tiny weather vane. Alrighty. There we go. Cute. Okay. And then we got those rub-ons. Where they go running off to? There. We were going to give him some friends. Maybe a boo. Put one there. try to squeeze it in there. Just gotta get his little tail closer. See if I can get it to look like it's coming out of that window, maybe. Almost. Just needs to lay flat. Let's see if we can make that work. Okay. There we go. Couple little ghosts on there. Let's go with him. Anything else? Do we want the boo? We could do the boo. It's kind of cute. Let's see. Separate. See where that. I'm making sure it shows. It's kind of light or dark. I think it'll show. It's a little different shade, so I think it'll show. Kind of, sort of. Doesn't show real strong or anything, but you can kind of see it. It's a little bit dark, but it's okay. The ghosts are cute, though. And then he just moves across the page. Oh, there's some white showing. I might color that. It's that map. The map's still showing. Was it showing on her? I don't think it was showing on her. No. Hard to do with one hand. Okay. There. Oh. Because it's still moving a little bit, it's still showing. Okay. What should I use? I really don't want the big old white spot showing. I'd rather have it dark. It didn't lock down as much as I thought it was gonna. It's really not locked down that much at all. I'm not sure why. I don't know if something came loose, because I can't open it back up to see. I mean, he feels secure himself, but the stick's moving a lot, and it may just be that I don't have this area glued. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, guys. But if I can get it, hide most of that white. There. It's better. Okay. That'll work. Alright, so that is that project. So interactive. Cute little thingy. Where's my journal? Show how that looks in the pages. Okay. goes here. So like I said, I know it's going to stick out a little, but I think when it's closed, even with the hidden spine, I don't think it's going to poke out a lot. Maybe just a fraction. I think it'll be all right. I don't know what that's going to. Oh, it's holding that in there. I need a pocket for it. So there's one. We got her. Come to that page. Yay, move her around. That's cool. And this one's on this back page. And move Ghosty around. Okie doke. So that is that element. Cute. So let's talk about this. We got time? We got 30 minutes. This I just did with a tea bag. Pretty cut and dry, but I'll show you a little bit. And then I want to put that in here somewhere. Did I mark it? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Of course, knowing me, you know, I marked it and then I took the thing back out because I didn't know what it was there for. That's typically what happens. I bet it was where that spider web was. Maybe. Maybe. Well, I'll find a spot for it. All right. So this one is just one of the Tim Holtz ephemera pieces from the Halloween pack. So it was, you know, one of the cards from in here. One of these type of cards. I picked one that was fairly bright. It needed to be light enough to work. And then I have these tea bags, and I don't have a second one up here with me because I used them all. But they're tea bags I get off of Amazon. But they're white and they fold over to make your tea. This is only part of it. And I opened it up. When you open it, it looks like that. It's got that edge because it's glued there. And I just sewed the tea bag around the card. Okay, and then on the back, it's attached in the middle here. Or maybe, yeah, it's here. So I just took where it met up with the other piece, and I just glued it with some art glitter glue and let that dry. And sewed around the edge. And it's just a cool effect. It's textury. It's a tag, you know, nothing fancy, but it'll go in a pocket somewhere. So I did that. You can kind of see what it looks like. Got a cool feel to it. This side was stickers, just for those anatomy stickers I have from that Temu pack. It's 4 of these little stickers. Okay. I have the number, but I seriously doubt it's still available. You know how Temu is. But anyway, so that's that. It's going to go in a pocket somewhere. And then I made this flippy floppy thing. So this is 2 cards that I printed. These are public domain pictures. I printed them on cardstock, and I'm trying to see if I had 2 to show you. I try to keep my samples. Let me see. Maybe, maybe not. I did so much this week. I don't know where anything is. I really don't. I don't know. But it's just two pieces of ephemera, basically. That's all it is. And it's on 65 GSM. So, and I took a piece of fabric, okay, and I glued the fabric to the inside of the 2 cards, and then I sewed around. Okay, and then I've got this little piece here that's going to go in the, journal, and it's just going to be a flip out. And this is going to be a pocket. And I'll show you on Dawn's. I think I did one in hers. I think I put one in here already. We're just going to see because I don't remember. I can't remember what I'm doing half the time. Is that it? That feels like it. Okay, that's it. So this is the one I did in Dawn's. Okay. So I did sew this in to the book, to the page with the fabric. So this is sewn, and I just went all the way around, and then this is a pocket. So here. Okay. So it's a little pocket, and then it's a flip out thingy. So that's what that is. It's fairly easy make. Nothing really complicated. I'm not doing it live mostly because I didn't want to sew on camera, and it's just too much of a, it's a little bit of a problem trying to sew on camera. Just trying to get my sewing machine up here is always a challenge. So, but that's what it looks like. That's how it works. We're going to go ahead and glue it into a page, and then I will sew it in later. But we'll get it in there and started. Let's pick a page for it. See if I can pick a good page. I feel like I had one lined up, but you know, for whatever reason, I must have moved it. The brown's not bad. It has to be a spot where the pocket is on this side. So the pocket would be there, and I don't think it was on a plain page, so I must have put it somewhere else. Not there, not there. I could have put it there, but I would have to decorate that page. But that's a possibility. I feel like I had picked one that had both sides already. Let's see if I can find it. And if I can't find it, I'll just pick another spot. It's the problem. Like I said, when I mark things and then I don't remember that I marked it and I take out the paper clip, that's usually what happens. I'll be like, oh, did I mark that for a reason? I don't know what the reason was. That was, you know, last week. I got a lot of blank ones I could put it on. I'm not seeing any that are two-sided because it has to be a heavier page to really work. I have a feeling I just did it on maybe that brown one. I need to make it deeper. It's not like catching my handle enough. Just gonna chop out a little teeny tiny triangle more. Nope. It's hard to do. Could be that I have that brad too tight. Where else have this purple? What would it look like there? It's not terrible. I feel like I've already got a flip on the next page. Do I? I had one close. Where is it at? I don't know where it is. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that's a possibility. It's a very thick page because it's, I think it's 2 cardstocks glued together. We're going to mark it as a possibility. Okay, that's kind of it. So either I put it on a white page and decorate the white page, which I could, or I use that one page, because I don't think I have any others, at least not out of that material. It does go well with that purple, I guess. Also looks okay with the green. I think we'll do that purple. Where did I see it? It was in this last one, right? Can't remember. This one? No. This one? I marked it. Silly me. All right, we'll just put it here because I think it works here. This one's getting thick. It's getting a little bit chunky. All right, so let's do, make sure I can actually sew on this. I think I can. Let me just double check. It's going to give me any issues sewing on it. Nope, nothing's on the other side yet, so I shouldn't have any issues sewing around that. So this is going to go like this. And then this is going to come around like this. So let's just pull the page out. It's easier to work with. Stay. So like I said, I'll sew it later, but we're going to glue it for now. So just kind of lay it out. You want it, you know, where the fold is, but not so far that it doesn't fold properly. And I'm going to make it a pocket because I just think it looks cool as a pocket. So we're just going to use this art glitter because, like I said, I'm going to sew it so it doesn't really matter. And I'm actually going to put a little bit on the base here. Just a little. Make sure it's as far in as I can get without affecting my fold. Oops. You move down. Go back up. To be nice and snug, because it'll work much better as a pocket if it's nice and snug. Is it staying? It just has to stay long enough for me to sew it. Alright, so that'll be like that. And that'll be like that. And once it's sewed, it'll stay in there even better. And I think I sewed, did I sew it right here too? I feel like I might have. 100% sure if I did on the other one. Did I? Did I or didn't I? Nope, I did not. So I left it open there. Yeah. But I just sewed all the way in because mostly because I thought it looked better than just stopping here and going back, because then you just got two lines sticking there and they're kind of random. But if you go all the way in, it looks a little more finished and makes more sense, I think. So honestly, that's the only reason. It has no real purpose other than that. Just to look better. So I'll do the same thing with that one, and you'll get to see that next time. I'll show you how it looks once it's sewed in there. But I mean, basically this is how it will be. So we'll fold out, and if you don't have a sewing machine, it could just be glued. It will work glued. It just, I don't know, I like sewing them. So, and then I'll have a pocket here for whatever I decide I want to stick in there. And that's it. Okay. I think that's enough for today. We got a decent amount done. interactive thingies. Our cute little witch. Trying to see if that bat actually goes over that or not. No. Not really, but that's okay. And then our little bat, or ghost. I think I like the ghost. I'm thinking about, I might stop that from moving so much. I think it's just allowed to move a little more than I need it to, and that's what's giving me issues. So I'm just going to put a fraction more glue right here, just to kind of stop that. Let's see if we can get it to not be so flimsy. So that's pretty good on the bottom. And then we'll put a little on the top too. You just don't want to come so close to it that you can't move your little tab. Tab needs to move freely. Once that dries, that should be good. I'm not gonna try not to touch it. All right, I like it. All right, that's it, guys. I'll just leave one of these open. All right, I will be back on Friday, and we'll work some more in this journal. Hopefully I'll have a new project thought up by then. Okie doke. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time. Take care.